last night for the Lexington Legends. Got an RBI single in the 8th inning. Gastonia would wrap up their scoring in the 9th inning as it was Luis Roman who had a multi-hit game last night, capping the scoring. It's Gastonia with the 7th hit of the ball game. And now they've got the 8th, and it's going to score an insurance run as Luis Roman makes a big turn, and he's going to try to force a throw from Book Powell, and he has an RBI double. QTC. And from that point on, Gastonia with the 6-1 advantage would put the ball in the hands of Quentin Torres-Costa, and QTC would take care of the rest. QTC, the breaking ball, catches the outside edge, and that'll do it. Hugs, handshakes, and high fives for the Honey Hunters as they win 6-1 this evening over the Lexington Legends. And with that win, Gastonia moved their record to 35-15, 20 wins over 500 for the first time in the team's history, mind you, just in their 2nd year. But this is a club that now has a 6-game advantage on the High Point Rockers as they get ever closer to winning the first half of the Southern Division here in the Atlantic League. This is going to be the lineup this evening for the Gastonia Honey Hunters. This is what Goose Gazzo has rolled out this evening. Hurley Rodriguez will lead off. He'll be the center fielder. Jack Reinheimer will bat second. He'll be the shortstop this evening. Joseph Rosa will bat third at second base. Luis Castro will bat cleanup for the Honey Hunters at first base. Raider Ascanio will bat 5th at third. Batting 6th will be Luis Roman. Batting 7th, the left fielder, Zach Jarrett. Jake Skull will be the 8th spot hitter. He'll be the right fielder this evening. And then batting 9th will be the catcher, Stuart Levy. That lineup again, Rodriguez, Reinheimer, and Rosa, Castro, Ascanio, Roman, Jarrett, Skull, and Levy. On the bump for the Gastonia Honey Hunters will be Riley Hovis. Hovis comes in with a 3-2 record on the year, a 5.71 ERA. This will be his opposition tonight. This is P.J. Phillips' lineup for the Lexington Legends. Boog Powell will lead off. He'll be the center fielder this evening. Batting second will be the Philip Irvin, a right fielder, coming in with a .231 average. Courtney Hawkins will bat third in left field. Batting fourth will be Brandon Phillips. We mentioned last night Brandon Phillips had the lone RBI of the ball game for Lexington. He also had a multi-hit ball game as he plays game number 2, but his first defensively as a second baseman this evening. Isaiah Tejeda will bat 5th at first base. Batting 6th will be Montrell Marshall. Batting 7th will be Blake Swihart, the catcher. Batting 8th will be Manuel Geraldo, the shortstop. And batting 9th will be the designated hitter, T.K. Kuntz. As that'll be Powell, Irvin, Hawkins, Philip, Tejeda, Marshall, Swihart, Geraldo, and Kuntz. And getting the ball this evening for the Lexington Legends will be J.J. Hoover, the former Cincinnati Red, among other teams in his time in the major leagues. Comes into the contest with a 2-5 record, a 7.66 ERA in this matchup. The crowd filling up quickly this evening as it's Faith and Family Night here at the ballpark. We've got lots to talk about tonight. We had some pregame festivities here at the Yard that we'll mention, and then we're going to end tonight off air with a postgame concert. But we'll bring all that to you here in just a moment as we're that much closer to first pitch action between the Honey Hunters and the Legends coming up on the Honey Hunters pregame show on WGNC AM 1450 and 101.1 FM. We'll be right back. The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramont Health Park, gohoneyhunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is gohoneyhunters.com. That's www.gohoneyhunters.com. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Back here at Wild Health Field, just moments away from getting started this evening on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Of course, for those of you that were tuning in last night, there wasn't a way that you couldn't have caught the Honey Hunters game last night if you really wanted to. As this weekend, we have experimented with something and certainly had some positive results from last night. Thanks to the cooperation with the folks with the Lexington Legends here, we were able to have a road broadcast with a full-on YouTube video experience to go along with our radio content. So not only were we on WGNC AM 1450 and 101.1 FM, and not only were we streaming on WGNCradio.com as well as streaming at GoHoneyHunters.com, we were also on YouTube with a full audio and video production. So very happy to hear that that went through relatively without a hitch. And tonight and tomorrow, we'll continue that effort as we'll basically take the show on the road for this weekend in a similar fashion to the way we do it at home. So special thanks to Sam Robinson of the Gastonia Honey Hunters and the good folks here in Lexington for helping make that a possibility. As we're just moments away from getting started with the action, before we have the national anthem here, let's step away one last time before we have our first pitch, as it'll be the Lexington Legends taking on your Honey Hunters this evening on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Right now, they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. And we're back here at Wild Health Field in Lexington, Kentucky. So glad that you could join us for a little Atlantic League baseball on this Saturday night. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could be a part of the action wherever you're tuning in this evening on WGNC AM 1450 as well as 101.1 FM on the terrestrial signal. Then, of course, streaming at WGNCradio.com as well as GoHoneyHunters.com. And then, of course, you can find us this weekend at least on our YouTube channel. It's J.J. Hoover. It's tonight's starter for the Lexington Legends. Hoover comes into this ball game with a 2-5 record, 7.66 ERA, making his 10th start on the year. 47 innings pitched, 64 hits, 43 runs, 40 of them earned. He's walked 22 batters. He struck out 33. He has a .320 average against on the season. This is the lineup that he'll face this evening in the Gastonia Honey Hunters. It'll be Hurley Rodriguez leading off, Jack Reinheimer batting second, Joseph Rosa batting third. As Hurley Rodriguez last night had his 11-game hit streak come to an end. But that still doesn't discount the fact that Rodriguez has been phenomenal in the month of June in the leadoff spot now for the Honey Hunters. As he comes into the ball game, a .264 hitter. The throw down to Brandon Phillips. And we'll toss it around the infield and prepare for baseball here on a beautiful, and I mean a beautiful, Saturday night here in Lexington, Kentucky. The temperatures today, upper 70s. A nice little breeze blowing throughout the day. I got out into the part of Lexington in and around the hotel, and it was fantastic. And tonight, not a cloud in the sky. It's Hurley Rodriguez waiting on the home plate umpire to come up behind home plate so we can get this baseball game started. He reached out to the bat boy over on the third base side, and it looks like we'll be ready for action. As Rodriguez is going to lift that ball directly toward the press box. And it's going to go on top of the roof here at the press box. First pitch time this evening, 6:38. First pitch temperature, 77 degrees. Delightful here in Kentucky. It's the fastball from Hoover. Catches the outside edge. The count 0-2. Rodriguez last night went 0 for 4, but he did draw a walk that drove in the first run of the game. As Hoover misses high. J.J. Hoover, 6'3", 240-pound right-hander, 34 years old. At one time, the closer for the Cincinnati Reds. As Rodriguez is going to lift that one toward the seats. And that's going to make its way about 10 rows back. And fortunately, the baseball was about 2 feet from landing on top of the head of a little girl. Fortunately, she got out of the way just in time, and a fan was able to collect the baseball off the first bounce. A good crowd filing in this evening and still working on getting here. The 1-2. Rodriguez swings and misses. A strikeout for J.J. Hoover to open the ball game. And that'll bring up Jack Reinheimer. Reinheimer comes in a .299 average, 7 homers, 36 RBI on the season. Last night for Reinheimer, 1 for 5 with 2 runs driven in and a run scored as he takes a first pitch strike from Hoover. Defensively this evening for the Legends, we'll take care of it after this pitch from Hoover. It's the fastball. It's pushed to the right side, out of play. 0-2 the count. In left field, Courtney Hawkins. Center field, Boog Powell. Right field, Phillip Irvin. Third base, Montrell Marshall. Followed by the shortstop, Manuel Geraldo. As Reinheimer's going to lift that one into the infield as Isaiah Stejeda is going to call off Brandon Phillips. And there's 2 down. Blake Swihart playing the catcher position this evening for Lexington. And with 2 down, that brings up Joseph Rosa. Rosa, 333 hitter on the year, 8 homers, 43 RBI. He was part of the heart of the order last night that went a combined 6 for 13. Rosa was 2 for 3. He drew 2 walks, and he scored once. It's Hoover. Watches his first pitch get attacked by Rosa, but Rosa comes up empty on the swing. Rosa waits on the pitch. It's a fastball, and it's taken for strike 2. That fastball registered at 90 miles an hour from J.J. Hoover. The 0-2. Rosa swings and misses. J.J. Hoover with a couple of strikeouts. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and the Legends come to bat here in the bottom of the first inning on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back. Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com. If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Bottom of the first inning here in Lexington, Kentucky. Riley Hovis wrapping up his warm-up tosses. It's Riley Hovis, the right-hander out of Gastonia, North Carolina. Will be on the bump trying to pick up on the season win number 4 as he comes in with a 3-2 record on the year. So he'll face Boog Powell to get things started here in the first inning. Powell, a left-handed batter, waits on the first delivery from Hovis. Breaking ball, taken for a strike. Powell comes in a .281 hitter, 3 homers, 14 RBI. The 0-1 from Hovis. Misses outside. Hovis, 3-2 record on the year, that 5.71 ERA, making his 10th start, 41 innings, 39 hits, 26 runs, all earned. He's walked 13, struck out 39, a .245 average against. As Powell's going to send that one over the rooftop and headed out to the parking lot. It's Boog Powell, one of 2 former Gastonia Honey Hunters in the starting lineup this evening for the Legends. Hovis misses high with the fastball. Of course, Hovis, out of the University of North Carolina, was an all-ACC performer as a reliever before being drafted by the Miami Marlins. Last year was picked up as Powell shoots that one foul to the third base side. Hovis was picked up by the Toronto Blue Jays organization, where he spent last year in the Eastern League as a member of the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Here's the pitch. Powell's going to lift that one to the third base side again. Powell last year at Caramount Health Park, in the time that he was there, flourished offensively. It's Hovis taking his time on the bump. Powell is going to step out and call for time. It's Powell. Lifts that one deep to right field. That's going to stay inside the line, wraps around inside the foul pole, and Boog Powell has made it a 1-0 ball game. The pitch was down, but Boog Powell was able to drive the ball up over the 18-foot high wall, just past the 318 sign, and it's a 1-0 Legends lead. As Phillip Ervin will step to the plate. Right fielder last night comes into the game a .231 average, 5 homers, 24 RBI. Phillip Ervin last night had a multi-hit game, was actually robbed of a hit as well in his first at-bat. It's the fastball from Hovis, misses high. Ervin had a double in the fourth. He also had a single in the eighth where he would score on the base hit from Brandon Phillips. So Ervin will foul that straight back. Ervin this year was picked up by the Atlanta Braves, but was let go early, which is where he signed here immediately after. It's the breaking ball cut on and missed by Phillip Ervin. Spent most of his time in the big leagues with the Cincinnati Reds, where he was primarily a fourth outfielder. Soon after, he moved over to the Seattle Mariners. It's the breaking ball. Lifted out of play. Behind home plate. Hovis back on the bump. Wheels and fires the 3-2, and it's cut on and missed by Ervin. It's a strikeout for Riley Hovis. It's his first of the ball game naturally. That brings up Courtney Hawkins. Hawkins in the contest last night, ripped a single through the middle. And that was the only hit that he would have in the ball game. He finished 1 for 4 in the contest. Hawkins, a right-handed batter. So he's going to flip that one into the screen directly behind home plate. Hawkins swings and misses on the next delivery, falls behind 0-2. The breaking pitch from Hovis misses, the count 1-2. Hawkins out of Corpus Christi, Texas. He's the Gatorade High School Baseball Player of the Year in his senior year of high school. Committed to the University of Texas in Austin. Was drafted in the 13th slot in the first round of the 2012 MLB draft by the Chicago White Sox. He was released in 2018 by Chicago, where he would play for the Sugar Land Skeeters. So that ball rolled out in front of home plate. Stuart Levy will jump out of his position and throw the ball quickly down to Luis Castro for 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up the second baseman, Brandon Phillips. The defensive alignment this evening for Gastonia. In left field, Zach Jarrett, the center fielder. This evening, Hurley Rodriguez. In right field, Jake Skoll. The infield consists of Raider Ascanio over at third, Jack Reinheimer at short, Joseph Rosa at second, Luis Castro at first, Stuart Levy behind home plate. Phillips takes the first pitch from Hovis for strike one. Of course, last night, Phillips made his debut with the Legends for this season. And right out of the wrapper, he gets a multi-hit game. It's not a bad way to work. The breaking ball from Hovis misses to even the count at 1-1. Phillips, a native of Raleigh, North Carolina, spends a good bit of his time now in the Atlanta area. As he'll roll that one to the third base side. Reinheimer with the jump throw and got Phillips. You can put a star beside of that one. A Jeterian effort by Reinheimer to retire the side as Gastonia watches Spook Powell lift a home run beyond the foul pole to give Lexington a 1-0 lead. We'll come back with inning 2 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Fans, make sure that you come out for an exciting June at Caramount Health Park as your Gastonia Honey Hunters take on the best of the Atlantic League. On June 10th through 12th, the High Point Rockers make their way to Caramount Health Park. On June 14th through 16th, as well as the 21st through the 23rd, the Charleston Dirty Birds come to Caramount Health Park. The Wild Health Genomes return to Caramount Health Park from June 28th through the 30th. Get your tickets by calling 704-874-1810. The number again, 704-874-1810. 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, your hometown team. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters! Luis Castro will lead off here in the second inning against J.J. Hoover, a 1-0 Lexington lead. Spook Powell has given Lexington a leadoff home run to get things started in the bottom of the first inning. As Luis Castro takes the first pitch strike to open up the second inning. Hoover, pitch misses outside. Castro comes in. 283 hitter, 4 homers, 17 runs driven in on the season. Castro had an RBI single last night, part of a multi-hit game for the first baseman. Breaking ball way out in front, swings through it. Count 1-2. J.J. Hoover has the sign from Swihart. Here's the pitch. Castro fouls it back against the screen. Tonight, Faith and Family Night here at Wild Health Field, where they've been playing some Christian-themed music throughout the pregame and in between innings, and even some at-bat songs. There'll be a post-game concert from a local group here in the area. As Castro will foul that one straight back. Then we had a pregame ceremony that was, well, the first of its kind, at least as far as I know of. I've seen proposals during games. I've never seen a wedding before a game until today. As Castro watches the slider miss away. As they performed at nuptials at 6 o'clock this evening before coming on the air. A very brief, very sweet service as Castro swings and misses on the elevated breaking ball. Third strikeout for J.J. Hoover. There's one down here in the second inning, and that brings up Raider Ascanio. Ascanio comes into the contest, 263 hitter, no homers, 14 RBI. Ascanio did not see action last night in the contest. Ascanio trying to bunt his way on, rolls it past the obscured OVC logo over on the third base side. OVC standing for Ohio Valley Conference. Talked about it last night. The postseason baseball tournament for the OVC was held here a few weeks back. As the pitch misses down from Hoover. 2-1 count to Ascanio. Ascanio can't catch up to the fastball at 90 miles an hour, and the count evens at 2-2. Fastball misses away. The count runs full. The breeze blowing in tonight from left field. It was blowing across last night as Ascanio drives the ball to center field. Boog Powell is going to drift back and make the catch. That ball was hit a little harder than it showed on the field as the wind helped knock it down a little bit. But there's quickly two down in the second inning. And that'll bring up Luis Roman, a 248 hitter with 7 homers, 24 RBI. Luis Roman had the final RBI single, or actually it was an RBI double last night. It's the breaking ball from Hoover, taken for a strike. Roman had a hit in the 7th inning, almost taking the cap off of Winston Lavendier. Roman's going to foul that one back toward the on-deck circle. Of course, Gastonia abides in the third base dugout this evening. The Lexington Legends over on the first base side. We'll get to what the teams are wearing here in just a moment. Fastball up. The Legends actually wearing the Lexington Hustlers uniforms tonight. They look pretty much identical to when they are the Legends, except a different name on the front. As Roman's going to roll that one foul just past the first base bag. It's a white jersey with blue Hustlers across the chest, blue numbers, the blue Lexington hat, white pants with a blue piping stripe. Gastonia wearing the all grays tonight, the gray jersey with the piping stripe around the collar going down the front of the buttons, with the Gastonia written in an arc in black with the honey drip oozing toward the middle of the jersey. As Roman swings and misses, and that'll retire the side. As J.J. Hoover has 4 strikeouts in the contest. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning, a 1-0 lead for Lexington on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call, 704-874-1810, and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. Bottom of the second inning here at Wild Health Field. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us for a little Saturday night of Atlantic League baseball as Isaiah Stejeda will lead things off, followed by Montrell Marshall and Blake Swihart. Thank you so much for making us a part of your evening. From what I hear, it's gotten warm again in Gastonia. I heard that we had some pretty nasty weather yesterday evening and last night. Once the rain rolled through the area coming up on the drive after about 3 o'clock, it really only improved. And this morning, this afternoon was fantastic as Hovis, with that 3/4 arm slot, delivers a fastball for a strike to even the count at 1 ball and a strike to Tejeda. A .245 hitter, 3 homers, 16 RBI. Tejeda swinging for the downs, comes up empty, the count 1-2. Folks, if you'd like to this evening, you can reach out to me during the course of the broadcast, since we have so many opportunities for you to catch the action. I'll tell you more after this pitch as Hovis misses outside with a fastball at 88 miles an hour to even the count at 2-2. You can find me on Twitter at What's Up B-Rush. That's at What's Up, WHATSUP BRUSH. What's Up B-Rush. As Hovis misses again to run the count full. You can find me there on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Don't do a ton of Instagram, as you can tell from my following, but Twitter and Facebook, always easy. If you'd like to send a tweet or a message my way, and if you're tuning in, I'll try to acknowledge you during the course of the broadcast. As Tejeda's going to shoot that one through the right side of the infield. Rosa shifted over towards second base a little more, and Tejeda kept his hands inside the baseball, drove it to right field for a leadoff single. That'll bring up Montrell Marshall. Marshall, a .255 hitter on the season, 4 homers, 19 RBI. It's the fastball from Hovis taken for a strike. It's Luis Castro holding on to Tejeda over at first. As Marshall's going to foul that one straight back. Hovis has the sign, looks over to first with the high hold. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball taken for strike 3. Marshall strikes out looking. Strikeout looking for Marshall, first out of the inning, and that brings up Blake Swihart. Finding out also that there's post-game fireworks tonight. So if you got a ticket to the baseball game tonight, you feel like you should probably pay a little more. Either that or send a wedding gift. You get a pregame wedding, you get post-game fireworks, and you get a concert. The only thing missing really is a free meal. If you get that, then you should probably get season tickets. It's the pitch from Hovis, a breaking ball. Taken for a strike. 0-2 count to Swihart, the former Red Sox farmhand. Spent some time in Boston with the Bo Sox. Hovis will throw over to Castro. Castro letting Hovis know, please keep the throw down, because as the sun begins to set at this ballpark, in a very similar fashion to the way that it used to at Knight Stadium down in Fort Mill, the sun sets basically over the third base bag. The benefit of being at Knight Stadium back in the day is the grandstands went all the way down to the bullpens. Doesn't happen that way here. But then again, that was a 10,000-seat stadium back in the day. The pitch lifted. Third base side, Ascanio giving chase, but he's going to run out of real estate. And that keeps the count at 1-2. It's Manuel Geraldo on deck. The second former Gastonia Honey Hunter in the starting lineup for Lexington tonight. Hovis breaking ball, strike 3, and Swihart knew it. As Hovis, with his 3-quarter delivery, looks like he's reaching out toward Jack Reinheimer. And that breaking ball not able to be picked up by Swihart. And that's 3 strikeouts for Hovis. And that's really not Riley Hovis' MO. He does not do a lot of volume punch-outs throughout the course of the action. As the fastball misses away. But when those opportunities avail themselves, he takes advantage. Geraldo, .239 average, 2 homers, 5 RBI. As he drills the ball to left center field, it's going to stay in the yard, and Hurley Rodriguez is going to bring it with him. A leadoff single from Isaiah Tejeda is left over at first. We've played 2 innings here in Lexington. A 1-0 Lexington lead on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back. Get social with your favorite baseball team at Go Honey Hunters on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's at Go Honey Hunters on all of our social media platforms. If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends. Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com.
Hey, this is Brady Salisbury, and you're listening to the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Top of the third inning here at Wild Health Field, the second of a three-game set between the Lexington Legends and the Gastonia Honey Hunters. Of course, a full schedule of action tonight, a doubleheader as a matter of fact, one that has some implications related to the Gastonia Honey Hunters, as High Point and Charleston playing a double dip as we speak. In fact, it could be that the first game has come to a close. Not quite yet. Zach Jarrett to lead things off for the Honey Hunters. I can tell you, in the first game of the double dip, bottom of the sixth inning, High Point has a 6-4 advantage. As the pitch from Hoover catches the outside edge to even the count at 1-1. Jarrett, a .248 hitter, 5 homers, 21 RBI. Another breaking ball. 4 strike 2. The 1-2 from Hoover. That ball lifted high and out of play. Beyond the suites and out into the parking lot. Hoover. The pitch to Jarrett, fouled straight back. It'll be Jarrett, Skoll, and Levy, bottom third of the order for the Lexington Legends. Home plate umpire this evening, Chris Wood. First base umpire, Scott Hart. Third base umpire, Lyle Travis. It's Hoover. Sweeping slider, misses down to even the count at 2-2. The 2-2, Jarrett smashes it foul. Wild Health Field, formerly Whitaker Bank Ballpark. It's the pitch from Hoover. Breaking ball, cut on and missed. And that's the 5th strikeout for J.J. Hoover. And that'll bring up Jake Skoll. Skoll, a .220 hitter. 8 homers, 17 RBI. Skoll had the decisive blow on Thursday night against the Charleston Dirty Birds. A 2-run double that wrapped up the contest, giving Gastonia a series win against the Dirty Birds. Breaking ball misses. Count 2-0. So the young man from Georgia back in the box. Watches a fastball sail high from Hoover. The 3-0. Fastball taken for a strike. The 3-1. Skull lifts it high to left center field. Courtney Hawkins will call off Boog Powell, and he'll make the catch for the second out of the inning. With the wind blowing in from left field, it certainly didn't help the cause of Skull's home run bid, as the ball actually landed shy of the warning track. That'll bring up Stuart Levy. J.J. Hoover, the 34-year-old born in the Keystone State, Elizabeth, Pennsylvania. Made his debut April 25th of 2012. It's the breaking ball. Called a strike. Spent time in the big leagues with the Reds, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and the Milwaukee Brewers. Drafted by the Atlanta Braves in the 10th round of the 2008 Major League Draft. It's the count now 2-1. So Levy's going to lift that foul out of play. It's the pitch to Levy, taken for strike three. He doesn't agree with the call, but J.J. Hoover, through 3 innings of play, has 6 strikeouts in the ball game, and Lexington has a 1-0 lead. We'll be back in just a bit on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
Bottom of the third inning, a 1-0 lead as Boog Powell with a leadoff home run in the first inning for Lexington has given them the 1-0 advantage. So it'll be TK Kuntz, Boog Powell, and Phillip Irvin, 9-1-2 in the order for the Lexington Legends. It's tomorrow, a matinee affair. 2:05 will be our first pitch time here at the ballpark. We'll be on the air at 1:50. for the pregame show. Then as soon as we're done, we'll pack everything up and head back to Gastonia. Team will have Monday off before engaging in a 3-game set against the Charleston Dirty Birds. It's the pitch to Kuntz, misses outside. Kuntz, a right-handed batter, 6 foot tall, 26 years old. Hovis. Kuntz attempted the bunt to even the count at 1 apiece. The slider from Hovis misses. 2-1 the count. A 3-game set against the Dirty Birds, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I hear the Heat's coming back. First pitch times all at 6:15. And then the team goes back on the road for another weekend set against the Southern Maryland Blue Crabs. Kuntz will lift that one foul. June has been an intriguing month for the Gastonia Honey Hunters. They have played 1 weekend series in the month of June, or will play 1 weekend series. They've already played it last weekend. As Kuntz is going to drive that one into the seats. There's no netting here above the dugout or down each baseline. So it hops off the turf quickly, and when it goes over the dugout, you got to keep your head on a swivel. The 2-2 from Hovis. Breaking ball taken for strike 3. And apparently in this contest, it's a bats optional evening, as already we've seen 10 strikeouts in the contest, and we haven't even completed 3 innings. Boog Powell will get his second plate appearance as he looks to bunt, but he pulls the bat back as Hovis misses outside. Powell lifted the baseball over toward the party deck in right field. Hovis misses again. Talked about it last night. There's a party deck above the right field wall. The wall is elevated about 18 feet high, very similar to what you would see in York, Pennsylvania. As Powell drives a shot into center field, but right on top of the mustache is Hurley Rodriguez. He makes the sliding catch, and there's 2 down in the inning. That brings up Phillip Ervin. Ervin, a strikeout victim, his first time up. Hovis. Breaking ball. Misses away. Down the line in left field, 320 feet. Center field, 400 feet away. 318 down in right. Hovis evens the count at 1-1 with the strike. The wall in left field where the bullpens can be visible, about 5 feet high. As the slider misses away. About a 9-foot high wall in left center, and then it goes to 18 feet where the batter's eye is in center, and it stays at 18 feet all the way around. The right field part of this ballpark does have a very similar look to what you see in York, Pennsylvania. Hovis, the 3-1. Ervin lifts it high, and it's heading this way. It'll land on the roof, and it'll go back into the parking lot. A full count to Phillip Ervin. Here's the pitch from Hovis. It's a breaking ball, misses. Ervin gets the 2-out walk. It's the first walk allowed by Riley Hovis. That brings up Courtney Hawkins. So Ervin takes his lead off at first. Castro holding him on. 2 down here in the bottom of the third inning. A 1-0 lead as Hawkins is going to lift this one into shallow right field. Skoll coming on. He'll bring it with him as we've played 3 innings here at Wild Health Field. A 1-0 lead for Lexington. So we'll be back on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramount Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Top of the fourth inning. J.J. Hoover going to face the Honey Hunters for a second time through the order. Big inning right now. So it'll be Hurley Rodriguez, followed by Jack Reinheimer and Joseph Rosa. So far, J.J. Hoover has had the better of it. In between innings, a little dance competition here at the ballpark, and as you might imagine, anytime a dance competition happens at Caramount Health Park, just like here at Wild Health Field, you have some folks that are very high up the ladder when it comes to their ability to dance. Other people have very loose interpretations of what dance is. As Hurley Rodriguez lifts that one out of play. Rodriguez, a strikeout victim, the first of 6 so far in this contest for J.J. Hoover. As Rodriguez bunts it foul at home plate. J.J. Hoover, I mentioned an inning ago, was drafted by the Atlanta Braves. He made it up through the Braves system, but never played for Atlanta. He was traded to the Cincinnati Reds as Rodriguez lifts that one toward the seats beside of us, off to our left, a suite nearby. The windows are open again here at the ballpark, so foul balls are fair game here in the press box. As Rodriguez is going to lift another one, this time over the rooftop. J.J. Hoover was traded from the Atlanta Braves to the Cincinnati Reds for Juan Francisco. It's the slider from Hoover. Misses. Francisco, in his time with the Cincinnati Reds, barely a footnote in the history of the organization. However, he did have one important moment. As Rodriguez will roll that toward the Lexington dugout. He is the second player to hit one beyond the sun deck at Great American Ballpark. An estimated 502-foot homer that eventually landed in the Ohio River. The longest home run hit beyond the sun deck was by Adam Dunn, who was a revered figure in this part of the world. Hoover shakes off Swihart. Now Rodriguez will call time. The breaking ball. Rodriguez lifts it back to right field. Phillip Ervin with the catch against the wall. And there's one down. That'll bring up Jack Reinheimer. Reinheimer popped to first. His first time up. Things a little tougher for the hitters at this stage of the ball games. The shadows have come over the home plate area. Hoover is throwing in sunlight. The hitters are seeing it in the darkness. It's the fastball taken for a strike to even the count at 1-1. Updating the score from Charleston. Bottom of the 7th inning. 6-4 High Point lead, but the bases are loaded with nobody out. Breaking ball taken for strike 2. I'll keep you updated on that one. They're playing a doubleheader today. So Reinheimer's going to lift that one out of play over to the first base side. Good crowd here at the ballpark tonight, as you might imagine, and for good reason. It is an absolutely phenomenal day. There's no reason not to be outside doing something in Lexington, Kentucky. So Reinheimer's going to roll that one toward Chucky Ballgame. Chuck Stewart, the third base coach, and the hitting coach. Reinheimer grabs his bat and will step back into the box again to wait on the 1-2 pitch. Reinheimer hits it down the third base line. It's a fair ball. It's going to ricochet back toward third base, and Reinheimer's going to have himself an easy double. And that's part of the intricacy of the foul ground here. We talked about it last night. At one time here at this ballpark, the bullpens were in foul territory. They were not beyond the left field wall. And because of that, last night we had Reese Hampton throw out a runner at second base because he got a fortuitous bounce. However, in this situation, Reinheimer hit the ball into foul ground and it took a bounce back toward third. Montrell Marshall had actually thought about leaving his defensive position to go track the ball down. As the pitch to Joseph Rosa taken for a ball. Courtney Hawkins ultimately got to the baseball, but it came back toward the infield. So Joseph Rosa takes a breaking ball down to work the count to 2-0. So Jack Reinheimer has the first hit of the ball game, and maybe, just maybe, it takes a second time around for this Honey Hunters club to get a read on J.J. Hoover. A 1-0 Lexington lead as the fastball misses inside, and now Rosa has a 2-1 count. Rosa, the left-handed batter. As the pitch misses inside, now Rosa is going to walk on 4 straight. That was correct. It was a 3-0 count, not a 2-1 count. So Joseph Rosa gets the free pass. It's the first one given up by J.J. Hoover, and now runners at first and second with Luis Castro at the plate. It's Hoover. Pitch misses down. Reinheimer down at second. Rosa at first with 1 down here in the inning. Breaking ball. Castro loses the bottom hand off the bat again. And swings and misses. So Hoover sets with a 1-1 pitch forthcoming. Here it is. Curveball misses away. Gastonia with their first base runners of the ball game. Trying to break through here in the 4th inning. Castro will step out. Jack Reinheimer with a double just a moment ago. Rosa with a walk. Hoover. Slider. Cut on and missed. Evens the count at 2-2. Hoover leaning in, waiting on the sign from Blake Swihart. Has the sign. High hold. Here's the pitch. Misses down. The count runs full. And J.J. Hoover was mowing through the Honey Hunters through 3 innings, has run into a spot of trouble here. As he's 1 pitch away from loading the bases. Conversely, he's also 1 pitch away from getting out of the inning. This is a very important moment in the early part of this game. Here's Hoover's delivery. Misses up. They'll check the first, and they'll say he committed to the swing. Luis Castro, a strikeout victim. It's the 7th strikeout for J.J. Hoover. And that brings up Raider Ascanio. Ascanio hit a fly ball to center field, and now Blake Swihart and J.J. Hoover going to have a conversation about signals. Home plate umpire Chris Wood is going to go out and follow them. And the rule is fairly straightforward there. If Swihart and Hoover go out there to talk about pitch sequences, that's okay. If they try to make dinner plans, well, that counts as a visit. Breaking ball to Ascanio, taken for a strike. Reinheimer down at second, Rosa at first. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. Charleston, West Virginia has tied the game against High Point in the bottom of the 7th. That is a 7-inning game. Zascanio swings and misses. So now Charleston with 2 down in the bottom of the 7th do have a runner at first base. Of course, they won in extras last night. Zascanio's going to roll that one out to Geraldo. Geraldo to Phillips in time to retire the side. Gastonia got a hit. They left 2 on. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Legends lead 1-0. We'll be back in just a bit. The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a lot of love in your heart for the grand old game, hosting a player for the season is a great experience with a ton of perks. Call Brady Salisbury at 704-874-1810 for more information. That's 704-874-1810. The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Fans, make sure that you come out for an exciting June at Caramount Health Park as your Gastonia Honey Hunters take on the best of the Atlantic League. On June 10th through 12th, the High Point Rockers make their way to Caramount Health Park. On June 14th through 16th, as well as the 21st through the 23rd, the Charleston Dirty Birds come to Caramount Health Park. The Wild Health Genomes return to Caramount Health Park from June 28th through the 30th. Get your tickets by calling 704-874-1810. The number again, 704-874-1810. 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, your hometown team. Bottom of the 4th inning, Gastonia trailing the Lexington Legends 1-0. Boog Powell has been the difference in this contest. So he led off the first inning with a solo shot to give the Legends a 1-0 advantage. Since then, Riley Hovis has settled in quite nicely. And we have a final from Charleston. They come back from 2 runs down. They score 3 in the bottom half of the 7th. They win 7-6 over High Point. So at this point now, Gastonia has a 6.5 game lead on the Rockers as they continue their free fall in this part of the season. As Brandon Phillips will lead off the 4th inning. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Phillips, his first time up, had a hit robbed from him by Jack Reinheimer, who fielded the ball to the backhand side, leapt in the air, and threw a one-hopper over to Castro. Phillips fouls that one back to the screen. Hovis planted over on the third base side of the pitching rubber. Sends a fastball that Phillips fouls back to the screen again. Brandon Phillips made his last major league appearance on September 30th of 2018. In the course of that time, a .275 career average with over 2,000 hits, 211 homers, 950 runs batted in. A 3-time All-Star, a 4-time Golden Glove, a Silver Slugger in 2011. As the slider from Hovis cut on and missed, Phillips is a strikeout victim. Fifth strikeout for Riley Hovis here in the 4th inning. Tejeda singled his only time up. Hovis misses inside. The Shadows working more across from the third base dugout to the first base dugout than out toward the mound. As Hovis catches the outside edge with a pitch to even the count at 1-1. That ball rolled hard out to Reinheimer. He'll field it cleanly, throw it to Castro, and there's 2 down. Folks, did you know that season tickets for the Gastonia Honey Hunters begin at just $540? And since we're looking at a half season plan very soon, the price could be dramatically less than that. Call 704-874-1810 to order your tickets today. The number again, 704-874-1810. As Hovis to Montrell Marshall, fouled back to the screen. Along the way, when you buy season tickets, you get the Atlantic League Stadium Pass, which gets you access to every ballpark in the league, including Wild Health Field. So it's not like having one season ticket, it's like having 2. You want to come to Southern Maryland and Waldorf, Maryland? No problem. We got you. But only if you've got season tickets that are accommodating the Atlantic League Stadium Pass. Call the number. Lauren Tier can help you out in the ticket office, or a fine staff of salespeople can help you out with that as well, including yours truly. So the fastball misses inside. Of course, Payne Yoder, Butch Cox in on that crew of salespeople that can take care of you. The breaking ball. Marshall whips it into the picnic area. It goes off the curtain, and it ricochets away from a couple of fans. Hovis, the pitch, sweeping slider, misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. Pitch from Hovis, misses down, the count is full. Levy has the sign. Hovis delivers. That pitch is going to be lifted out of play. Right side. As I describe similarities to these ballparks around the Atlantic League to one another, one thing that is commonplace here, very much in the same way as in Southern Maryland, is the basketball court beyond the wall. As the pitch makes its way back into the stands off a ricochet in the upper tank. Southern Maryland has their basketball court beyond the left center field wall, where right here we would have the orange crush zone. But here at Wild Health Field, the basketball court is beyond the right field corner. And Marshall's going to lift a line drive into left field. He'll take a big turn at first. But Jarrett, with a good throw in, holds him to a single. That'll bring up Blake Swihart. Swihart in the left-handed batter's box, waits on the pitch from Hovis. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Swihart finding himself in the midst of some struggles. Came into the contest a 180 hitter. 4 homers, 15 RBI. Hovis misses outside to work the count even. The Legends have out-hit Gastonia 3-1 in this contest. It was very much the same way yesterday. And until we got to the 7th inning, there was no reason to think that it would be much different, as Swihart's going to foul that one off of his leg. And I'd love to sit here and tell you that Gastonia last night just bowed up and showed how prolific they were offensively. They were opportunistic last night. Took advantage of 3 walks in the 7th inning, a couple of defensive miscues by the Legends, and got a couple of clutch hits. Hovis delivers. Cut on and missed. Swihart a strikeout victim again for Riley Hovis. That's strikeout number 6. We're through 4 innings here at Wild Health Field. A 1-0 Legends lead. We'll be back in just a bit on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Hey kids, have you seen it? Better yet, have you tried it? It's the new look Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. The Watson's Kids Zone is new and improved with a slide that I've heard can give you a view of Charlotte. Allegedly. It is the best game day experience possible, and you can find it at Caramont Health Park during every Gastonia Honey Hunters game. The new Watson's Kids Zone at Caramont Health Park. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best looking t-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game is good, then coming to a game as a group is better. If you're a school, church, or civic organization looking for a great time together, call 704-874-1810 and ask about a group package. The number again is 704-874-1810. Ask about our picnic options that include hot dogs, sliders, and pulled pork. 704-874-1810. Honey Hunters Baseball. Better with friends.
Now we go to the 5th inning. J.J. Hoover has a 1-0 advantage as he has been very good thus far for the Lexington Legends. So it'll be Luis Roman leading off here in the 5th, followed by Zach Jarrett and Jake Scholl, 6, 7, 8 in the order for the Honey Hunters. We will take a look at scores from around the Atlantic League here in just a bit. One has already gone final, that 7-6 Charleston win over High Point. York and Staten Island playing on Staten Island, and York has jumped out. 8-0 the score. Bottom of the 5th inning. Much to my surprise, I look at the league standings, and all of a sudden, York has become a power-hitting juggernaut. They lead the league with 61 homers on the season. As Roman swings and misses, and he goes down quickly, a strikeout victim. J.J. Hoover has 8 punch-outs in the ballgame, and that brings up Zach Jarrett. So it looks like York's going to pick up a win against Staten Island. It's the pitch to Jarrett, misses outside. Lancaster with a 2-0 lead over Southern Maryland in the top of the 4th. As Hoover misses high again, the count 2-0. So it'll be a base knock for Jarrett as he gets it through the infield cleanly with a one-out knock. Jake Skoll will step to the plate. He gave a baseball a ride his last time up, but with the wind blowing in from left field, it certainly knocked it down somewhat, made the catch somewhat easier for Courtney Hawkins. The pitch to Skoll misses. Long Island with a 4-0 lead over Wild Health in the top of the 5th inning. Hoover steps off the bump. Looks to reset things. As the pitch misses inside, the count now 2-0. I should correct myself. Earlier, the strikeout to Roman was number 9 for Hoover. Skoll can't hold up on a breaking ball. Count 2-1. A 1-0 lead for Lexington here in the top of the 5th inning. Hoover sets the pitch. Misses outside, the count 3-1. Jake Skoll, 3rd in the league in walks drawn with 33 on the season. It's the breaking ball taken for a strike. Jarrett's going to get in on the stolen base attempt. So now Zach Jarrett continues to build that offensive number for Gastonia. Now stolen base 107 on the season. Just a sensational number for Gastonia to be averaging over 2 stolen bases a contest. They came in with a 48 stolen base lead over the Lancaster Barnstormers. And the slider cut on and missed by Skoll. Another strikeout for Hoover. He's got 10. And with 2 out in the inning, that brings up Stuart Levy. Kiva Sampson put together a very solid performance last night for the Lexington Legends. J.J. Hoover is upping that game a little bit here. Hoover has given up just 2 hits. They're going to go through some sequencing again, but Hoover has struck out 10 batters in the contest already. Sampson was very good last night, and it was the bullpen that let down the Legends in last night's contest. Gastonia, though, down just 1-0, would be well served to try to get to Hoover before it gets too late in the contest. It's Hoover. Misses with a breaking ball. Levy a strikeout victim his first time. It's the pitch at the knees, taken for a strike to even the count. Zach Jarrett down at second base. He got the second base hit of the game for Gastonia, stole second. He's now in scoring position. As the pitch misses from Hoover, and we'll take a station ID here on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Hoover, the 2-1. Breaking ball. Levy's going to hook it foul back into the picnic area again. Hoover looks in for a sign from Swihart as Levy gets back in the box. Here's the pitch. Misses high. Now the count runs full. Levy has had greater success as of late in clutch situations. Gastonia needs him here to come through if at all possible. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball. Levy lifts a soft liner into left field, and it's going to get down for a base hit. Hawkins' throw is going to be down the line. Zach Jarrett scores, and it's a tie ball game. So Levy with the base knock makes it a 1-1 ball game. With 2 outs in the inning, Zach Jarrett was going to be able to go on contact. And Levy got it off the end of the bat a little bit, but was able to drive it enough into left field in front of Hawkins to tie this ball game up. And that'll bring up Hurley Rodriguez. Rodriguez twisted out toward Hawkins. He'll make the catch to retire the side, but Gastonia evens things up as we're halfway through the contest. 1-1 ball game here on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back. Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com. The Gastonia Honey Hunters are looking for host families this Atlantic League season. If you have a little free space in your home and a lot of love in your heart for the grand old game, hosting a player for the season is a great experience with a ton of perks. Call Brady Salisbury at 704-874-1810 for more information. That's 704-874-1810. The Gastonia Honey Hunters, your hometown team. Whether you're stuck in traffic after a long day at work or working through a 10-game road trip, nothing feels as good as being home. If you're looking to enter the marketplace as a buyer or a seller, Moss Realty has a proven history of results with professionals that operate in the highest spirit of ethical conduct. Let them work for you. Call 704-865-5555 and find out how Moss Realty gets it done. 704-865-5555, Moss Realty. Bottom of the 5th inning. Riley Hovis has a bit of new life here. Stuart Levy with the RBI single makes it a 1-1 ball game. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday night here in Lexington, Kentucky. As Riley Hovis will face Manuel Geraldo, TK Kuntz, and Boog Powell. Geraldo flew out to center field his only time up in the ball game. As the sun is making its way lower and lower into the horizon, causing a lot of problems for folks over on the right side of the infield. First base umpire having some visibility issues, as is Luis Castro. Breaking ball from Hovis, taken for a strike. 16 punch-outs halfway through this ball game. 10 for Hoover, 6 for Hovis. And Geraldo's going to lift the bat, and he probably flipped at about 120 feet by the time it was all said and done. It launched itself to about third row in the section, even with the first base umpire. Instead of the pine tar stick, he obviously grabbed a little bit of cooking oil, because that bat went hurtling toward the stands. It was a scary moment until you realized how comical it was, because there was nobody in the area. That's how far he flipped the bat. If bat flipping ever becomes an Olympic sport, Manuel Geraldo may just have the world record. As Geraldo just about smashes one into the Lexington dugout. Fortunately, there's a screen that sits in front of that dugout that offered significant protection there. 2-ball, 2-strike count. Hovis has a new baseball, looks in for the sign, has it, wheels and fires. And Geraldo drives the ball through the middle of the infield. He's got himself a leadoff single. That'll bring up TK Kuntz. Kuntz, a strikeout victim. His only time up. Fourth hit for the Legends. 3 of those hits have come in the leadoff spot in the inning. Geraldo takes the lead. Kuntz with the bunt. The throw down to second. There's Raider Ascanio doing Raider Ascanio type things. Castro's going to try to make the throw down to second, and he's going to be out. As Geraldo came in on the slide at second, Ascanio got him there. Then Reinheimer's throw got away from Castro, and Castro hustled, throwing a one-hopper to Reinheimer that skipped into his glove in time to tag Kuntz. So that's going to be scored as a 5-4 fielder's choice. Or I'm sorry, a 5-6 fielder's choice. No, it's be a 5-6 fielder's choice. And then they'll cut him down 3-6 on the throw back to second. There's 2 down in the inning as Boog Powell comes to the plate. Breaking ball Misses outside. Well, that's a fortuitous bounce for the Honey Hunters. Is Raider Ascanio. As that ball lifted into right center field. Ascanio made a great defensive play, and it saved the inning. As the catch is made by Hurley Rodriguez to retire the side. We've played 5 in Lexington, all knotted up at 1 apiece. We'll be back in just a moment. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
And we go to the top of the 6th inning. A 1-1 ball game here in Lexington between the Gastonia Honey Hunters and the Lexington Legends. Boog Powell got the leadoff homer in the first inning, put the Legends on the board, and then last half inning, it was Stuart Levy with a soft liner to left field that scored Zach Jarrett, as Jack Reinheimer will lead things off here in the top of the 6th against J.J. Hoover. As Hoover has given up just a trio of hits. He struck out 10 batters in the contest. So we thank each and every one of you who have tuned in this evening on all the myriad ways you can, as the breaking ball misses outside, the count 2-0 to Reinheimer. Reinheimer has a hit in the contest. He had the first hit of the contest. It was a double. Correction. It was a double. Yes. So it's now a 3-0 count to Jack Reinheimer. It'll be Joseph Rosa and Luis Castro behind him. Hoover wheels and fires the 3-0. Misses outside, and that's going to be, well, 3 balls and no strikes now. Scoreboard said 3-0. It's now 3-1. As Reinheimer's going to lift that one foul and out of play. For those of you on terrestrial radio, WGNC AM 1450, 101.1 FM, thank you. For those of you streaming the audio, it's the pitch to Reinheimer's going to get lifted out of play again. WGNCradio.com or GoHoneyHunters.com. Thank you. And something new happening for our road games this weekend is we have the capability of bringing you the game on YouTube, which is pretty cool. It's Hoover, the slider, fouled back to the screen. So however you're tuning in, thank you for doing so. If you'd like to, you can let me know that you're tuning in this evening on the various social media channels. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, possibly, as Reinheimer's going to lift that one out into right center field, but Boog Powell's camped underneath it. He'll make the catch for the first out here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Joseph Rosa, who has struck out and walked in the contest. Here on a Faith and Family Night here at Wild Health Field. So the night is full of activity here in Lexington. It's the first pitch from Hoover taken for a strike. We've seen a wedding happen before the game. We'll have post-game fireworks. Those two are not related. We will have a concert, a Christian concert, as the ball is popped up. It's Brandon Phillips who makes the catch for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Luis Castro. So we'll have a concert after the contest tonight to go with the fireworks. And then tomorrow we celebrate Father's Day here at the ballpark. We'll be on the air at 1:50 for a 2:05 first pitch. Hoover, fastball at the knees at 88 miles an hour. Castro has struck out twice in the contest. Castro, the 3, 4, and 5 spots in the order last night each had multi-hit ball games. It's the breaking ball to Castro, now works the count to 1-2. Not a cloud in the sky. It's pretty much been that way all day. Just gorgeous here in Lexington as Castro's going to lift that one down toward a picnic area on the right field side. And a few fans will try to track the baseball down as it makes its way toward the concourse. Breaking ball. Castro rolls it out to Geraldo. Geraldo with a strong throw in time to Tejeda to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for J.J. Hoover. Will go to the bottom of the 6th inning here on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Looking for a new career? Want to make an upwards of $40,000 a year? Want to work a schedule that fits your lifestyle? Want to do it all from the front seat of your car? I thought I had your attention. Domino's is hiring. If you want to cash in on a new opportunity, log on to jobs.domino's.com. That's jobs.domino's.com. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Right now, they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Bottom of the 6th inning, Riley Hovis will face Phillip Irvin, Courtney Hawkins, and Brandon Phillips. It's in a 1-1 ball game. Folks, Fridays are family fun days this season at Caramount Health Park. Be here for all the action and fireworks with fireworks shows. 3 of them still remaining in the 2022 season, 2 on Fridays. Get your tickets at GoHoneyHunters.com. Eventually, we will have a Friday home game at some point, but it won't be until we get into July. The weekends in June are all booked on the road as Irvin smashes one toward the Honey Hunters dugout on the third base side. Next weekend, we'll be in Waldorf, Maryland to take on the Blue Crabs. The following weekend, we'll be back here in Lexington to take on the Legends. And then July will see us back home with a little more regularity on the weekends, which is all right by me. It's the pitch to Irvin, misses outside. Seven hits in the ball game, 4 for Lexington, 3 for Gastonia. Hovis has that lifted up and out of play. So the count goes to 1-2. It's the video board in right center field. Very digitized with 4 brick pillars as Hovis slips on the turf. And the slider slides off the plate to even the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Hovis. Misses down, runs the count full. Riley Hovis with 6 strikeouts in the ball game. He's given up the 4 hits. The one that has really hurt him a little bit was the leadoff shot from Boog Powell down the right field line. Here's the payoff to Irvin. Irvin's going to foul it back to the screen. After tomorrow's Father's Day game here in Lexington, we'll hop on the bus, we'll head home, take Monday off, and get ready for the Dirty Birds for a second consecutive home midweek series, 3rd consecutive midweek series in total. As Irvin's going to bounce that one into the Gastonia dugout. Looks like it was caught by Reese Hampton there and flipped up into the crowd. So Hovis looks in for a sign from Levy. Agrees with, well, he did agree with the signal, I thought. Shakes him off a couple times, now is ready to go. And the fastball, obviously the way to go there as he elevated it, and Irvin strikes out. 7th strikeout for Riley Hovis. Folks, we want to thank Brent Reynolds of Edward Jones in Lincolnton for his support on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Brent knows Lincolnton, and he knows about investing, wealth management, and retirement. Reach out to Brent at 704-732-4726 and find out how Brent can help you. 704-732-4726. The pitch to Hawkins misses up. As Hawkins will lift that pitch into the seats to even the count at 1-1. Speaking of Lincolnton, or Lincoln County, next week we'll have a group coming from West Lincoln Optimist on Wednesday night. That'll be the 2nd of the 3-game series against Billy Horn's Dirty Birds. As the breaking ball is going to get lifted down the right field line, Skull coming on a sprint, and it's going to hit the top of the railing toward the deck. And it's going to roll out toward the Casabella Pyrotechnics sign. And I would imagine there's a real possibility that Casabella Pyrotechnics is going to be responsible for tonight's fireworks show. Maybe. Hovis, the 1-2 to Hawkins. Here's the pitch. Slider, cut on and missed. Hovis has 8 strikeouts in the ballgame. And that'll bring up Brandon Phillips. Two down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. A tie ball game, 1-1. As the Shadows start to make their way into left field, and they begin to consume third base. Phillips into the box. Waits on the delivery from Hovis. And a fastball cut on and missed. Hovis registering that fastball at only 88 miles an hour, but apparently it's having some difficulty being picked up by the right-handed batters. Hovis, slider, misses to even the count at 1-1. Hovis wheels and fires the 1-1. Phillips will roll that one just foul down the third base line. He might have missed extra bases by a foot, maybe. The former Jaguar from Forest View High School has a brand new baseball and will go to work against the former Big League All-Star. Finding out more and more about Riley Hovis's golf game, which I am incredibly jealous of. The 1-2. Fastball misses up. We were talking on the bus about while we were watching some of the U.S. Open on Friday on the drive up. And I flippantly made the remark that one of the golfers at 227 yards out would use a gap wedge. Now, of course, I was being completely facetious. That's otherworldly. As that pitch misses away to work the count full. Riley Hovis looks at me and says, yeah, that's probably a 5-iron for me. And I'm still just kind of flummoxed by the content of that statement. As the pitch, Hovis slips, and Phillips swings and misses. So Riley Hovis has struck out the side in the 6th. He's got 9 punch-outs in the game. We go to the 7th, tied at 1 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Find out where your Honey Hunters are playing all season long at www.gohoneyhunters.com. Ticket information, www.gohoneyhunters.com. If you're looking for the latest game day fashion or wanting to bring a group to Caramount Health Park, GoHoneyHunters.com. Your online home for the Gastonia Honey Hunters is GoHoneyHunters.com. That's www.GoHoneyHunters.com. Fans, make sure that you come out for an exciting June at Caramount Health Park as your Gastonia Honey Hunters take on the best of the Atlantic League. On June 10th through 12th, the High Point Rockers make their way to Caramount Health Park. On June 14th through 16th, as well as the 21st through the 23rd, the Charleston Dirty Birds come to Caramount Health Park. The Wild Health Chinos return to Caramount Health Park from June 28th through the 30th. Get your tickets by calling 704-874-1810. The number again, 704-874-1810. 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, your hometown team. Get social with your favorite baseball team at Go Honey Hunters on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's at Go Honey Hunters on all of our social media platforms.
If coming to a Honey Hunters game,
top of the 7th inning, J.J. Hoover and Riley Hovis in a veritable pitcher's duel. As both pitchers have combined for 19 strikeouts through 6 innings. Raider Escanio will lead things off, followed by Luis Roman and Zach Jarrett. 5, 6, 7 in the order. The bullpens are getting active in some way, shape, or form. I know Gastonia is likely going to see somebody start throwing. Hovis is at the century mark as far as pitches thrown. Hoover misses outside to Escanio. Escanio is flied out to center and hit into a fielder's choice. The 1-1 to Escanio. The pitch misses outside. These two clubs have combined for 19 strikeouts. They've also only combined for 7 hits. The breaking ball rolled off the end of the bat out to Phillips. He'll field it and flip it over to Tejeda for the first out in the 7th. Folks, at Caramont Health, every milestone matters. That's why their trusted pediatricians and award-winning specialists are here to serve you and your family every step of the way. Find a doctor that you and your kids love at CaramontHealth.org. It's Luis Roman will step to the plate with one down in the inning. He was in the 7th inning. He was in the 7th inning last night, and he ripped a ball back through the middle that almost took the hat off of Winston Lavendier. He would also follow up with a double later on in the game for an RBI that would close out the scoring for both clubs as the breaking ball misses to even the count at 1-1. Roman at home has been on a bit of a power surge, even though he did hit his first road home run a couple weekends ago against the High Point Rockers. Roman lifts that one out of play on the third base side. One thing that I have noticed that was up tonight that I didn't know was up last night, and it might have been, I might have just missed it. So the Lexington Legends have a very large slide in a playground area, very similar to what you would see at Caramont Health Park as Roman lifts that infield fly very high in the air. It's fielded by Geraldo for the second out in the inning. That'll bring up Zach Jarrett. I would imagine that the height on that slide is about the same as what you'd find at Caramont Health Park. Zach Jarrett attacking the first pitch, lifts it into right field. Phillip Irvin with the catch. And we go to the stretch, tied at 1 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. Folks, do you find yourself lacking confidence in public places? Would you like to earn respect among your peers and be well received socially? I've got just the answer. The Honey Hunters Team Store is your source for all the best-looking T-shirts, hats, and accessories for you, your kids, and even your dog. Look good, feel good, fan better. It's always drip season at the Honey Hunters Team Store at Caramont Health Park. Folks, it's been the thrill of a lifetime to bring professional baseball back to the airwaves of Gaston County. As a lifelong supporter of Gastonia baseball, I understood at an early age how important it was to hear the game when I couldn't be at the game. And with the advent of internet streaming now, Gastonia Honey Hunters games have even more import within the community. It also provides a great opportunity to get your message out to the Gaston County community. If advertising with the Honey Hunters is something that interests you, give me a call at 704-874-1810 and inquire about advertising with the Gastonia Honey Hunters. The number again, 704-874-1810. The Honey Hunters Radio Network, your hometown team. Thank you for supporting Gastonia baseball. Get social with your favorite baseball team at Go Honey Hunters on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. That's at Go Honey Hunters on all of our social media platforms. Bottom of the seventh inning here at Wild Health Field, and Ian McKinney comes on for the Gastonia Honey Hunters, making his debut with the club. The left-hander, 5'11", out of Orlando, Florida. Last pitched for the Tacoma Rainiers in the Seattle Mariners organization. He will face off against Isaiah Tejeda, Montrell Marshall, Blake Swihart. Riley Hovis was fantastic tonight. I'll get to the line in just a second for Riley Hovis. McKinney misses with his first pitch. Hovis went 6 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run. The home run to Boog Powell, walked a batter, struck out 9. Breaking ball by McKinney evens the count at 1-1. McKinney looking out on the bump. Tejeda calls time, trying to break up the monotony of being in the box. Breaking ball misses down. So McKinney wheels and fires the 2-1, catches the outside edge, or the 3-1, I should say. That works the count full. McKinney was a 5th-round draft pick in 2013 by the St. Louis Cardinals organization, the 27-year-old, that is. And Tejeda swings and misses for strikeout number 10 for Gastonia pitching. That'll bring up Montrell Marshall. That ball lifted into left field. Zach Jarrett goes back to the wall and catches it on the track. Marshall gave it a ride, but Jarrett got halfway back on the track to make the catch. That'll bring up Blake Swihart, who will bat from the right side this time. Swihart lifts it out to left field. Jarrett will make the catch and bring it in with him as we've played 7. We're tied at 1. We'll be back in just a bit on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. J.J. Hoover's night has come to a close. He went 7 innings, and he now hands the ball to Jeff Johnson. Jeff Johnson, a 6-foot right-hander, 32 years old. I'll try to pick up some of the numbers for Johnson. Of course, Ian McKinney pitched 2 innings at home, so this was his road debut for Hoover. His numbers were fantastic. Gave up 3 hits, 1 run. He walked a batter and struck out 10 as Jake Skoll will lead off the 8th inning. Johnson comes in, a 1-1 record, 18th appearance, 18 innings pitched, 19 hits, 10 runs, 9 earned, 7 walks, 21 strikeouts, a .264 average against. The Skoll's going to foul that one off at home plate. Skoll is struck out and flied out to left. Gastonia 1 run on 3 hits, no errors. For Lexington, 1 run on 4 hits, no errors. So we've played just a little over 2 hours in this contest. It's the pitch to Skoll, misses to even the count at 1-1. Which the game last night took 3 hours and 25 minutes to complete. A Skoll's going to foul that one off of his instep. And the 6 innings last night took about 2 hours. The last 3 innings took about an hour and a half. I get a few nods in the press box because we were all here. So Skoll, after getting the feeling back in his foot, will step back in the box. The pitch misses high. The slider struck out Skoll as he swung and missed. And there's one down here in the 8th inning, and that'll bring up Stuart Levy. Johnson, fastball at the knees for a strike. So Levy has been the difference maker offensively for the Honey Hunters in this ball game, as his RBI single to left is what got us to level terms in the 5th inning. Breaking ball, cut on and missed by Levy. Johnson out of the set position. Misses down. Johnson adjusts his cap and steps back on the slab before stepping off again. As Levy's back in the box, awaiting the 2-2. Levy's going to foul that one back off the facing of the roof. And it's going to land in a cup holder, which that's incredibly difficult to do. That's impressive. The 2-2 to Levy. Here it comes. Breaking ball, Levy out to Geraldo. Geraldo fields, fires to Tejeda. There's 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Hurley Rodriguez. Jeff Johnson was born in Thousand Oaks, California. Played his college baseball at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Was drafted in the 10th round in 2011 by the Cleveland Guardians. As Rodriguez lifts that to left field. Hawkins drifting back on the track. He'll make the catch to retire the side. A 1-2-3 inning for Jeff Johnson. We go to the bottom of the 8th on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back.
The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Right now, they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Bottom of the 8th inning, a 1-1 ball game. Brian here, Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us on this Saturday night as Onus Farfan will come on to pitch for the Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the 8th. As Farfan, the second straight southpaw reliever to come out of Goose Gazzo's bullpen, as Ian McKinney had a 1-2-3 7th. But Farfan will face Manuel Geraldo, TK Kuntz, and Boog Powell. Onus Farfan will turn 29 years old on the 23rd of June. That'll be on Thursday. As Farfan misses on his first offering. Born in St. Paul, Minnesota, drafted in the 21st round by the Minnesota Twins. Farfan gets a swing and a miss from Geraldo in the 2014 June draft out of Ridgewater Community College. Onus misses inside to work the count to 2-1. So the Shadows have overtaken Wild Health Field. The only thing that has any vestige of sunlight on it is the right field corner wall. So Geraldo's going to lift that one out of play on the right side. As the pitching has been at the top of the page in this contest. Geraldo lifts it out to left field. Jarrett going back and makes the catch off the Lexington Clinic wall. Jarrett bounces off the wall, comes away with the catch on the hard hit ball by Geraldo. And there's one down here in the 8th. Folks, don't forget every Sunday is a Sun Drop Sunday at Caramount Health Park. Bring the kids to the ballpark and enjoy an afternoon of Honey Hunters action. Get your tickets now by logging on to GoHoneyHunters.com. So the first pitch to Kuntz is a ball down. As Lexington has been lifting the ball out to left field in the last couple of innings a little bit and have raised a couple of oohs and ahs from the crowd. That ball lifted toward the Lexington dugout, and it's going to make its way into the seats, down toward the married couple. Looks like the groom actually caught the foul ball off a ricochet and gave it over to his bride. As Kuntz lifts that one high into center field. Rodriguez coming on. He'll make the catch in front of the stash. And there's 2 down. That'll bring up Boog Powell. Boog Powell elevated a pitch from Riley Hovis to lead off the first inning for Lexington, and that's been the only offense from the Legends in this ball game. It took Gastonia 5 innings to get on the board as Stuart Levy tied things up with a single. As Farfan misses down with his first offering to Boog Powell. We will get to some scores in a little bit, as High Point has already lost the first game of their doubleheader against Charleston. Farfan wheels and fires the 2-0. As he misses inside, the count now works to 3-0. Farfan, the 3-0. Fastball over the outer half for strike 1. The 3-1. Boog Powell rolls it out to Reinheimer. Reinheimer's got to get rid of it quickly, does in time. And we go to the 9th, tied at 1 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. The Gas House Bar and Grill is the place to find a broad palette of menu items that you won't find anywhere else at Caramont Health Park. Burgers? Got it. Pulled pork nachos? Check. How about jerk chicken sandwiches? We got that too. Oh, and fried plantains? Of course we do. The Gas House Bar and Grill is a world tour for the taste buds, nightly at Caramont Health Park. We'll see you at the Gas House Bar and Grill. Don't miss out.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number 1. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
Your home for Gastonia Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450, 101.1 FM, and streaming on the TuneIn app. WGNC. Your home for Honey Hunters baseball. AM 1450 and 101.1 FM. WGNC, Gastonia, Charlotte. Now we go to the 9th inning. Tied at 1 apiece. Austin Adams coming on to pitch for the Lexington Legends. Brian Rushing here with you. So glad that you could join us for what has been a nip and tuck affair between these two clubs. Austin Adams, no record on the year, 4.80 ERA, 16 appearances, 15 innings, 19 hits, 8 runs, all earned. He's walked 6, struck out 19, a 3.11 average against. So it'll be Reinheimer, Rosa, and Castro. So we still haven't even really gotten to dark at the ballpark yet. So Adams misses outside. I do have some scores from around the league that I'll get to here in just a bit. It's the pitch to Reinheimer for a strike, evens the count. Adams misses down. Reinheimer on the evening is 1 for 3. He's popped to first, he's flied out to center, and he's doubled in the fourth. He has one of the 7 hits in the ball game for both clubs combined. So Reinheimer's going to lift that one into the crowd. Gastonia trying to win what would be their 12th game out of the last 14. Adams misses with a fastball high. The count runs full to 3-2. So that pitch is down. Reinheimer is going to get himself a leadoff walk. Just the third walk allowed by both pitching staffs in this game. J.J. Hoover walked a batter, Riley Hovis walked a batter, and now Austin Adams has walked a batter, and that brings up Joseph Rosa. And I would imagine at some point, if Reinheimer feels like he finds a chance to go, he may very well go. In fact, I think the odds are pretty good that he would. Adams is going to step off quickly and try to look Reinheimer back to first. And this is important because if Reinheimer can at least somehow split the attention of Austin Adams, as Reinheimer goes, the throw down and he's going to be safe. And he gets the stolen base. Manuel Geraldo is questioning the call, but Geraldo never got the tag. The ball was in the turf. He had to scoop it up and then bring the tag down, and Reinheimer got in. So for Reinheimer, that's going to be a stolen base, the second of the game for the Honey Hunters. Reinheimer with his 20th stolen base of the season. He's now in scoring position with nobody out. Breaking ball from Adams, taken for a strike. Two strikes on Rosa. The 0-2 from Adams. Cut on and missed. Rosa goes down swinging. That'll bring up Luis Castro. Castro, in a moment here, he came through in the 7th inning last night, getting a base hit, scoring Jack Reinheimer. And I would imagine Chuck Stewart, the third base coach, has every outfielder's depth monitored, knowing what he can do with Reinheimer. As Castro is going to bounce one toward Chuck Stewart for a foul ball. They said tonight the temperatures would start to cool, and I'm beginning to believe them. I'm not saying it's cold by any stretch, but when you're used to 95 to 98 degrees, anything not that can feel very chilly. Adams buries that one in the turf. As Adams threw that pitch about 57 feet. Jack Reinheimer led off the inning with a walk. He's now at second after a stolen base. As Adams peers in for the sign. Here's the 1-1. Fastball misses up. Adams threw the fastball at 93 miles an hour, but he was nowhere near the strike zone. Adams has the sign, holds at the belt. Here's the pitch. Castro swings and misses. Count evens at 2-2. Raider Ascanio on deck, hoping that when he comes to the plate, Gastonia has a 2-1 advantage or even a 3-1 advantage. Here it comes from Adams. That ball hit sharply out to Geraldo, and Reinheimer did, to be honest with you, what's the unthinkable? It's Reinheimer with a base running blunder there, and he knew it as soon as he was tagged out at third. As he broke for third, and the rule of thumb there is, if the ground ball is in front of you, you hold what you got. If it's behind you at second, you go to third. He tried to break in his secondary lead to get in front of it, and it didn't happen. Geraldo had an easy play over to third, and Marshall was able to make the tag as Castro was on with a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Raider Ascanio. As the fastball from Adams misses up. So 2 down here in the top of the ninth inning, a 1-1 game. The throw over to first. Castro gets in under the tag. Adams misses high again. It's the good crowd here this evening. Would love to have their Saturday night end with a Legends win, a little fireworks, and an even post-game concert. Gastonia wanting to spoil the first of those three elements. As the pitch misses down the count, now 3-0. Luis Roman is on deck. Should Ascanio be able to extend the inning? Here's the pitch. So Ascanio's going to lift that our way. Blake Swihart can't see it. And that's the time of night that we're dealing with, or day. The skies are beginning to wash out of the blue that they've had in them all day as they transition over to dark. It's the count 3-1 to Ascanio, who's back in the box. And Ascanio's going to draw the walk. And that'll bring up Luis Roman. So Blake Swihart will have a conversation with Austin Adams. Two down here in the top of the ninth inning. Jack Reinheimer led off with a walk. He got to second on a stolen base. Was cut down at third on the fielder's choice as Castro grounded to Geraldo at short. And a chance for Luis Roman to come up as a hero here. They'll throw to second. And that could have been a very dangerous play for the Legends there because Geraldo, coming from the shortstop position, had to reach back behind him to catch the throw that Austin Adams made, and it almost hit Castro in the ribs. Fortunately, none of that happened for the Legends. As Roman swings and misses, that ball's in the turf, and Castro's going to get to third easily. So now Castro, who had a great read on the ball that was off the turf, gets down to third, and now if Adams buries another one that gets away from Swihart, we could be looking at a 2-1 ball game. Is that ball saved by Swihart? That almost got away from the catcher. The count evens at 1-1. Escanio down at first, Castro at third. The 1-1 from Adams. They'll say Roman committed to the swing, the count 1-2. Roman waits on the pitch. Off the turf, runs the count full. Or correction, 2-2 the count. Escanio takes the lead, as does Castro. Escanio's going to go, and the ball gets away from Swihart, and Gastonia's going to have a 2-1 advantage. As Adams and Swihart had been flirting with disaster this entire at-bat, and finally the ball gets past Swihart. It's going to be listed as a wild pitch. Not that the Honey Hunters care. As Castro now makes it a 2-1 ball game. And now Luis Roman with Escanio down at second has an opportunity at some insurance. And Roman swings and misses. But Gastonia somehow gets a run across. We go to the bottom of the ninth. 2-1 Gastonia on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. We'll be right back. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit gsmsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramount Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramount Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramount Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Gastonia with a 2-1 lead. With a run, I don't even know that you necessarily call it manufactured. But somehow, some way, they scratch across a run in the top of the ninth inning, and they hand the ball over to Jesus Balaguer. Balaguer looking for save number 11 on the season. And it'll be a tough opportunity. Phillip Ervin, Courtney Hawkins, Brandon Phillips, 2, 3, 4 in the order here in the bottom of the ninth inning. 2-1 Gastonia. It's the breaking ball from Balaguer, taken for strike one. Balaguer 0-2 on the season, a 2.53 ERA, making his 23rd appearance. 21 and a third innings, 15 hits, 8 runs, 6 earned, 12 walks, 27 strikeouts, a 195 average against. As the fastball misses up. Zascanio playing a little closer to the third base bag, effectively a no doubles defense. The outfielder's a little deeper than normal. Balaguer fouled off the facing of one of the suites off to our right. The count 1-2. Irvin back in the box. Balaguer has the side from Levy. Balaguer, that ball lifted into left field. It's going to bounce over the wall. It's going to be an automatic double for Phillip Ervin. Fifth hit of the game for the Lexington Legends. That brings up Courtney Hawkins. Hawkins 0 for 3 in the contest. A dribbler out in front of home plate to Levy. A fly out to right and a strikeout. Potential tying run in scoring position in Phillip Ervin. as Hawkins pops that one straight up. Levy's going to watch it go into the seats. Balaguer's fastball clocked at 93 miles an hour. Balaguer looks into Levy for the signs, and now Levy is going to ask the umpire for some help with sequencing. So they're going to go out and talk about it. The umpire's going to listen intently, and that will not count as a visit to the mound. Bottom of the ninth inning, 2-1 Gastonia. Phillip Irvin down at second. An 0-1 count to Hawkins. Here's the pitch. Slider misses away. Balaguer, the former Houston Astros farmhand, on the bump for the Gastonia Honey Hunters here. 3 outs away from getting the potential series win if they can close it out here, as Balaguer will step off as Hawkins steps out. Balaguer spent the last 4 seasons, in part, pitching for the Washington Wild Things of the Frontier League. And now Hawkins will call time, and the patrons here in Lexington not real happy with the amount of time that's taken in this at bat. So Balaguer back on the bump, has the sign from Levy. Here's the pitch. It's in the turf. Levy smothers it. 2-1 the count. Courtney Hawkins, one of the truly dangerous hitters in the Atlantic League. The May Player of the Month, along with Kelly Dugan of Lancaster. The 2-1. Hawkins rolls it out to third. Ascanio throws across the infield to throw back to third. Nothing happening. So Ascanio looked at Irvin with his peripheral vision. Irvin, as soon as the ball was released, made a break for third, and he got there. And Brandon Phillips will step to the plate, and I guess now the question is, do you dare even think about walking Phillips in this situation? Certainly looks like Goose Gazzo has absolutely no interest in that. The infield is pinched around the baselines, and it would stand to reason that with 1 out, the contact play would be on. As Phillips swings and misses on the slider. Phillips in this ball game was robbed of a hit. He struck out twice. He had a multi-hit game last night, but the adjustments have been made by the Honey Hunters, and they have, at least up to this point, kept him in check. Balaguer, fastball fouled at the plate to the screen. 0-2 the count. Ascanio playing about 3 steps off the line. Reinheimer playing about a half a step behind the baseline at short. Rosa playing a little closer to the second base bag. Castro about 25 feet off the first base line. Balaguer comes set, but Levy wants to reset things. So Levy calls time and will reset. Phillip Ervin down at third, a 2-1 lead for Gastonia. The 0-2. Hit back off of Balaguer. Balaguer's going to go home with it. It's not going to matter, as it's going to tie the game, as the ball was smashed back up the middle, and we're tied at 2. Phillip Ervin scores. Balaguer knocked it down with his glove, tried to throw it in time home, but Ervin beat the wrap there. The throw to first was not in time, and that brings up Isaiah Tejeda. So with the score tied at 2-2, Tejeda will step to the plate with Brandon Phillips at first. They're calling it a fielder's choice. As Phillips gets credit for the RBI, rightly so. So now Gastonia will try to keep Lexington off the board with the potential game-winning run. Is that one in the turf? A 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the 9th inning. A 2-ball, no-strike count to Tejeda. Balaguer misses again. The count 3-0. As Phillips went right back up the box with it, and Balaguer obviously reacts, braces for a ball right at him. And then he stumbled to the baseball trying to throw it to Levy. And he's going to walk Tejeda on 4 straight. And that brings up Montrell Marshall, and Reggie Harris is going to go out and have a conversation with Balaguer. Folks, the decision to buy or sell your home is a lifetime decision. It's one you'll always remember. Moss Realty makes your experience pleasant, hassle-free, with no hoops to jump through. Moss Realty can do that for you and has done so for more than 20 years. Call them up at 704-865-5555. So Reggie Jefferson has the entire infield in with him. One down in the inning. Runners at first and second. Montrell Marshall 1 for 3 in the ball game. Phillips down at second. Tejeda down at first. Balaguer fouled back out of the mitt to work the count to 0-1. Blake Swihart on deck for the Legends in a 2-2 ball game. As Gastonia got the go-ahead run in the ninth inning on a wild pitch. Brandon Phillips with the smash back up the middle. Scores Irvin on a fielder's choice as that pitch misses up. Marshall waits on the 1-1. Balaguer has the sign from Levy. Holds the pitch. Marshall fouls it straight back. Escanio playing close to the line. Castro playing about 20 feet off the line over on the first base side. The 1-2 from Balaguer. Here it comes. Slider misses down, evens the count. Both clubs have combined for 8 hits in the contest. Lexington with 5, Gastonia with 3. Marshall in the box, waits on Balaguer. The 2-2. Slider swung on and missed. Marshall a strikeout victim. With 2 down, that brings up Swihart. Swihart struck out twice. He's flied to left. Brandon Phillips down at second. Isaiah Tejeda over at first. Balaguer blows it past Swihart with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. So with Swihart up at the plate, now the shift to the pull side has Castro playing 3 steps off the line at first and Escanio about 20 feet off the third base bag. The fastball taken for strike 2. So Balaguer 1 strike away from getting out of the 9th inning. Balaguer looks back to Phillips, now the pitch. Fastball misses up. Balaguer reached 96 with the fastball. As he went way out of the strike zone. We'll see if there's some rationale for the previous pitch. Swihart's going to roll that one to the first base coach's box, as it was a slider. Phillips with the lead at second. The potential winning run. Tejeda at first. A 1-2 count. Balaguer has the sign from Levy. Here's the pitch. Tried to spin it in for a strike and missed. Evens the count at 2-2. The bullpens were active just a moment ago. Lexington has someone throwing, though I can't really spot who it is. Gastonia now set to watch. The 2-2 from Balaguer. Cut on and missed by Swihart. As we'll go to extras. Tied at 2 on the Honey Hunters Radio Network. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Top of the 10th inning. Brian Rushing here with you. A tie ball game. 2-2. Both teams score a run in the ninth to take us to where we are. Luis Roman will be the runner at second. Reese Hampton is going to bat for Zach Jarrett, it appears. So I'm writing all this down in my scorebook. It's Hampton. will come on for Jarrett. Here in the top of the 10th inning, Roman will be the runner that starts the tiebreaker scenario at second. Jalen Miller, a 1-2 record on the year, an 8.55 ERA, 16th appearance, 20 innings pitched, 24 hits, 19 runs. They're all earned as Hampton bunts it foul. Miller with 7 walks, 28 strikeouts, a 289 average against. For Reese Hampton, who comes into the game with a 227 average. In last night's game, Hampton went 0 for 5. Hampton gets the bunt down. The throw to Phillips. Phillips hangs on to it, and he's in time. It'll be a 1-4 sacrifice as Roman gets to third. That'll bring up Jake Skoll. Brandon Phillips went scrambling over. The throw from Miller was forcing Phillips to go back behind his body to make the catch and maintain a foot on the bag, and he did both. As Lexington pinched inside the baselines, as Jake Skoll takes the ball to open the at-bat. Miller misses down, 2-0 the count. Blake Swihart would be the runner to go to second, at least the scheduled runner to go to second. I would imagine there could be a pinch runner scenario when we go to the bottom of the 10th, depending upon what happens here. Skoll's going to lift that one up and out of play over our heads here in the press box. Lexington with a run in the first, a run in the ninth. Gastonia a run in the fifth, a run in the ninth. As the pitch is in the turf, the count 3-1. And Blake Swihart has been very busy behind home plate the last couple of innings. The 3-1 pitch to Skoll. Skoll lifts it high in the air. It looks like it's tracking toward the seats. And now the ball landing in the middle of the aisle, picked up by a random individual who's tossing it down to a group of kids. A full count to Jake Skoll. Here's the pitch from Miller, as it's popped out of the mitt of Blake Swihart. He tried to juggle it, but couldn't do so. As Miller clocked at 94 with that fastball. The payoff. Skoll gets a piece of it again. Roman takes his lead at third. The pitch is down. Skull gets the walk. So Jake Skull gets a 10th inning walk to put runners on the corners for Stuart Levy. And this is going to force Lexington to change how they defend here. I would imagine that the moment Skull feels like he's got a shot of getting to second, he's going to make a break for it. As Levy squared to bunt, he takes a pitch for a strike. One down here in the top of the 10th inning. Luis Roman, the tie-breaking runner, is over at third. Jake Skull, who recently walked, is at first. Levy says he committed to the bunt. The count is now 0-2. Levy has the only RBI of the game for Gastonia on a soft liner to left. That scored Jarrett back in the 5th inning. The pitch is at the knees for strike 3. And there's 2 down in the inning. And that'll bring up Hurley Rodriguez. Rodriguez drew a walk in the 7th inning of last night's game that started a 5-run flurry. Can he come through here in the top of the 10th? Rodriguez is going to lift it in the air. Geraldo will make the catch in the infield, and we'll go to the bottom of the 10th. 2-2 ball game. We'll be back on the Honey Hunters Radio Network.
Don't miss out on all the action at Caramont Health Park this summer. Get your tickets for every Honey Hunters home game by calling 704-874-1810 or log on to www.gohoneyhunters.com/tickets to reserve your spot this season. That number again, 704-874-1810. Gastonia Honey Hunters Baseball, 704-874-1810. Since 1927, GSM Services has been the experts for providing services and finding solutions for issues such as heating and cooling, hot, cold, or drafty rooms, high utility bills, nasty crawl spaces, attic insulation, duct and dryer vent cleanings, indoor air quality, and much more. GSM Services, your one-stop shop for all comfort issues in your home. GSM offers 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Right now, they're offering a free home energy audit. So if you're having any issues in your home or office, know that you can always trust leaving your comfort to GSM. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about any comfort issues you're having in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters.
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
We go to the bottom of the 10th inning. Sam Bordner will come on to pitch for the Honey Hunters here in the bottom of the 10th inning. Bordner comes in leading the league in wins, all in relief. 7-3 record on the season. 3.07 ERA, making his 22nd appearance. 29 and a third innings pitched, 29 hits, 13 runs, 10 earned. 8 walks, 20 strikeouts, 254 average against. Manuel Geraldo will lead off the inning with a runner down at second. Blake Swihart is the runner at second. Perhaps down a run, you might have thought about a pinch runner. But since you're tied effectively, there's no reason to make that move at this moment. As Bordner inherits the runner at second in the tiebreaker scenario here in the bottom of the 10th. Geraldo's going to bunt that one. It's going to roll foul. It'll be Geraldo, Kuntz, and Powell here in the 10th inning. As Gastonia was not able to push a run across in the top half of the 10th inning. Raider Escaño playing very much in at third. He's as close as Bordner to the batter. Geraldo bunts it firmly. Castro has nowhere to go with it. It'll be a base hit for Geraldo. Getting down to third is Swihart. That'll bring up TK Kuntz. Now this is where the situation is very precarious for Gastonia. One school of thought would be walking Kuntz here to put a force at every base. However, the guy on deck is Boog Powell. Not an ideal scenario. What you could conceivably see here, if they can retire Kuntz, perhaps walking Powell to get to Irvin. Maybe. There's a million different permutations as to how you deal with this situation. None, honestly, all that promising because the potential game-winning run is at third as the pitch from Bordner misses up. Geraldo could race to second if he wanted to, and it would be somewhat inconsequential. So he's going to go. Kuntz bounces it over to third, and they're calling it a fair ball. I am blown away by this. They're calling it a fair ball. Raider Escaño has been dumped from the game. I have no idea what's happening here. Goose Gazzo is not happy with the way this one's going to end. Stuart Levy not happy with the way this one's going to end, but they're not going to talk about it. This game is over. As the Lexington Legends win 3-2 in extra innings. We'll come back in a minute on the Honey Hunters postgame show. We'll be back in a moment. GSM Services helps people live better through improved comfort, health, and energy efficiency. GSM Services provides high-quality home and commercial improvement services. They offer services for heating and cooling, energy audits, duct and dryer vent cleaning, attic insulation, crawl space solutions, generators, commercial roofing, and HVAC, indoor air cleaning products, and much, much more. GSM has been taking care of their customers' comfort since 1927. This unmatched experience has led them to build reliable processes to serve you and offer guidance to help you choose the right options for your home and business comfort needs. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com to talk to someone about the comfort issues you have in your home. GSM is a proud sponsor of your Gastonia Honey Hunters. Call 1-800-NEW-COOL or visit GSMsince1927.com. Go Honey Hunters!
Being first, the beginning of the line. So many people work so hard to be number one. But at Caramont Health, you don't have to struggle to be first. We prioritize you. Our award-winning teams use advanced treatments to serve you. We deliver the compassion and quality you deserve, always growing, building, and innovating for your care, your health, your life. Caramont Health. Care first.
What could be better this summer than a Honey Hunters baseball season? The crack of the bat, the pop of the mitt, the smell of fresh cut. Hey guys, stop. We have turf here at the ballpark. Let's try this again. The smell of fresh cut. Domino's Pizza. Sold nightly here at Caramont Health Park. The Gastonia Honey Hunters and Domino's Pizza. A winning combination. Back here on the Honey Hunters postgame show as Gastonia loses an extras 3-2 to Lexington this evening in a ball game that we'll probably be talking about.